All right, finally, before we get out of here, Tay, when we do this shot right here, close up. You have to do it now. However you got to do it now, this is the close-up shot. Because I'm joyous and I'm joyful and I'm excitable. I'm normally happy. But what I detest, what I hate, what angers me is BS. And the BS that's going on now with the NCAA, and I get it. Some of you may say, Jess, you're biased. You're showing your bias. Tucking your Carolina blue has nothing to do with that. It just so happened that this is my university. Unless you've been living under a college football rock, you've heard about the NCAA first denying Tez Walker the opportunity to play in his opening game, and now they've come out and said that he is ineligible for the 2023 season. NCAA, you're foul. NCAA, you're wrong. NCAA, you are horrific in this decision. Let me give you a quick backstory on this. Tez Walker originally started his career at the university at North Carolina Central in Durham, North Carolina. They canceled his season due to COVID. Canceled it. He transferred with the written okay and permission of NC Central to transfer. He went to Kent State, played 2 years at Kent State. He lost his head coach and his offensive coordinator. Sidebar, that head coach is now in Colorado working for Deion, the Kent State head coach. During his time at Kent State, his grandmother, who he took care of for a large majority of his life, grew sick. He began to have some mental health issues and decided, I want to get closer to home. Transferred to the University of North Carolina before the NCAA changed their transferring rule. Both North Carolina Central and Kent State both signed off and approved on the transfer to North Carolina. After he transferred a couple days before school, the NCAA ruled him ineligible to play football this year because of the 2 transfer rule. NCAA, you are foul. Charlie Baker, the president of the NCAA, you're a foul. And you're a coward. And your staff are cowards. Because you sit there and you talk all the time about it's about the athlete. You sit back and you talk about how you want to take care of the athlete and how you bought in and buy into this mental health thing. And how you sign off on all these other 2-time transfers. But then all of a sudden, y'all just wake up one morning and decide, well, in this case, we're not going to do. That's foul. You've now put this kid's future in jeopardy. For what? And you try to make yourselves holier than thou and say, we're about the student athlete. It's about the student athlete. It's about the money for y'all. Y'all are money hungry and you're foul. And this is wrong. And Tez Walker and the University of North Carolina and company should sue the hell out of y'all. Should go to federal court and make this thing right. And Charlie Baker, you have the opportunity to do so. See, this is why the NCAA count y'all days. Facts. Count your days. Because soon enough, you will no longer exist. Soon enough, the heads of the presidents and the ADs of these big conferences will come together and say, what do we need the NCAA for? You are becoming a dinosaur. And moves like this do not help your cause. When you can easily, and it's not because I'm saying, oh, let the kid play North Carolina. No. Do what's right. This isn't an unprecedented situation. You've done it this year in multiple other cases. You just can't pick and choose when you want to do this, especially when it isn't violating any rules because it happened before you made the change. And you have these other, he had his season canceled at North Carolina Central. You had two schools that said, we're perfectly fine with him going to North Carolina and playing football. But you want to sit on your high horse and act as if you have some sort of overpowering authority. It's a joke. You're a joke. And you look funny in the light. And this is wrong. Tez Walker should be playing football right now. You get on your soapbox and you want to preach to the masses about how you care about the well-being of student athletes and their mental health and their physical health. But when someone does something like Tez Walker to improve mental health, you ain't on it no more. Oh, you're not advocating for it no more. How shameful. You should feel awful. And there should be public pressure put on you at every single turn. Will this clip go viral? I don't know. But at every turn, NCAA, people should point their finger at you and say, how shameful of you. How wrong of you. How deplorable of you. For you to do these kids the way that you do them. For years upon years upon years, you've been stealing. You didn't want the NIL thing to come about because you know what? It cut you out. See, now that the kids can get a little bit of money, you ain't important anymore. You wanted to keep that so you can keep control of how you navigated things, and now it's no longer there. And the last little bit of control that you got, you won't even know how to flex it right. Count your days. Count them. Because your reign over college athletics is coming to an end. And it's things like this Tez Walker situation. Why? When you have the ability to do the right thing and you don't. And not only do you screw this kid's life, you potentially screw his family's life, and then the program is screwed for this. You're wrong. You're wrong. And you had every chance to make it right. And you doubled down on stupid. And that's foul. And whatever bad things come about for you, the NCAA, you deserve it. Tenfold. Do better. All across the board. Don't say you care about these kids when all you care about is the money. Don't talk about mental health and being an advocate for it when you don't help. When you do more harm than good. And this is another blatant example of that. I hope Tez Walker and the University of North Carolina sue the hell out of y'all. I hope it goes to court. I hope you get overruled, and I hope that it's smushed in your face publicly in front of the world to see that you tiny little man have no more power. Do right. This is foul.